So,
Okay, it has started now.
So let's
So you
proceed.
can go ahead, Engineer Abubakar.
Go ahead.
Okay, too. Welcome everybody to this talk. As you can see, this is entrepreneurial spirit and smart agriculture. Today, inshallah, we'll talk about the entrepreneurial spirit, and as well we'll talk about how you can make incubators, and as well some techniques of the poultry farming. This is a talk by the NST Eastern Province branch. Let's go. This is our second slide. You know, every time I remember back then in Nigeria when I used to tell my students that problem is very good. The moment I entered the class, when we were talking about problems, I said, yes, I love problems. They will be amazed, surprised. Problems? I said, yes. Why? Because problems are very important, because without problem, then there will be no progress. That is why if you remember, pro and blame are two words that are seen before progress. So this is the engineering mindset as well, or the engineer's mindset. You have to get this three mindsets for you to be able to become a good engineer and entrepreneur as well. Number one, by the left, is entrepreneurial thinking. Everything that you do in life, you have to look at it and think, what is the cost of that thing? For example, now, if you look at all of us that are staying, maybe we are staying in the light, we have the internet connection, we have everything. So all of this emerges as a result of problem. So every problem, you have to see it as opportunity. If you want to think further, you have to be a good entrepreneur and you have to earn anything. You have to also look at every challenge as a business that is yet unborn or that is yet waiting to be born. That is it. If you remember, before the onset of COVID-19, we don't have the likes of this Zoom meeting, so many things. But when it emerged, oh, okay, yes, we have a problem of mingling. We cannot meet with other people. Then these ones came about, so many of them came. So this is as a result of problem. If you look at all of us, oh, okay, what is the temperature of today? They will say 39, for example, in here, 40, whatever. But what is the solution? The problem is we have hot temperature. Then what is the solution? Then the solution is probably fan, probably the air conditioners. What is the problem of illiteracy? Oh, the problem of illiteracy is you have to go to school to learn. This is education. So everything emerges as a problem, but the problem is an opportunity. Because in that problem, you will be able to have a progress. So that is it. Apart from the problem, then you have to look at the problem-solving technique. That is the problem-solving engineering. How do you solve the problem is you have to apply systematic or creative solutions. That is why, if you remember the definition of engineer, creative thinker, somebody that can create, an innovator, somebody that can innovate, a builder, somebody that can build, and somebody that can do so many things, amazing things. That is why he's called engineer. So after thinking, oh, look at the problem, look at the challenge, look at it, then you pop up with what? Problem solving. You come up with problem solving technique. That is problem solving engineering. Apply these systematic solutions so that you can get a prototype. Then the next one is you have to see how can I make impact to society. That is the mindset. What do I do to help society? You know, success is now measured by how did I impact lives or societal lives, not just by only the profit you earn. That is why great engineers, they don't only build things, no, they build solutions that matters to the society. That is why societal impact is very vital. This is the engineering problem solving loop. To me, I don't have to follow all of this, but I believe if you are an engineer, a creative thinker, somebody that wants to bring solution, entrepreneur, number one, you have to analyze the situation. Look at the situation you're inside. For example, in your own, whatever area that you live in, look at the situation. When you look at the situation, you observe the situation. For example, in my area, I will look at the area and say, what is the main problem of my area? Oh, okay, we don't have good pipe-borne water. Then you think, how do I provide pipe-borne water, clean, bed, hygienic, something like that. So look at the problem or situation, analyze the situation, write a design brief. Yes, you sketch the solutions, then maybe build a simple prototype that is scalable. So that is just that. And then after that, after building prototype, it will fail. Of course, you iterate, you make solutions, you adjust. Then you rebuild again and measure the progress. That is just what is here. Observe, you define, you design, you build, and measure. So this is the loop. the engineering problem solving loop. Okay. My story, alhamdulillah, me and agri-entrepreneurship journey. I am laughing because I remembered when I completed my first bachelor's degree as mechanical engineer, as mechanical engineer. I sat down, I said, Abu Bakr, oh my God, whatever my name is, why do you study mechanical engineering? What can you do to help yourself and the society? I sat down, I said, oh, mashallah. Then I have interest in incubation. I am an engineer by training, but okay, by passion, I want to be a farmer. What do? Then I start to produce manual incubators. This is not a picture of manual incubator by the left. It is the picture of an incubator that is solar powered on wind, but I will show you how to. But I don't have much money. How do? I said, yes, Abubakar, you can start small, slowly, simply, gently. How do I start? I went to the market. Before I went to the market even, I sat down, I said, what do I need to just create a simple incubator? You know, incubator is only an environment that you put eggs for them to be able to hatch within a certain period of time. And under a certain well-controlled atmosphere. I went to market, you will laugh. I bought a carton, let's say a refrigerator box, one like a cubicle refrigerator. When I bought it, I came home. I don't know what to do. I sat down, I said, okay, what do I need to control? You know, when you want to make an incubator, you have to control the temperature because the temperature that the chicks are being hatched or whatever you want to hatch inside the temperature should be around 37. That is the temperature that when you earn let's say a hen lays egg, it used to cover the eggs, it is giving them approximately 37.5 temperature. So I need to control temperature. Then Abu Bakr, what do you need to control? I need to control humidity. Oh, how do I get humidity? Of course, you put water inside. With that heat, water will evaporate, etc. Well, whatever, you know, humidity, measure of dampness in air, the moisture content that's in air. I need to control that. Temperature, remember, humidity. And then what do you need to control, Abu Bakr? I need to control air that is going to flow inside. These are the basic things. Said, if that is the case, why did I study the engineering? Let me go and do it. I went to market, but this, I then started to make like trays. Let's say, what do I call it? Like cabinet, trays 1, 2, 3. After doing that, at the base bottom, I said, okay, I will put heat. Yeah, I will apply heat. And as well, after applying heat, I will find a container with water. I know that is directly proportional to what the humidity that is going to be rising inside the environment. Wow, good. At the base bottom, as I told you, let me just maybe here, you can see me, here is the base bottom, but not this type. Here is the base. So I put a heat here. The heat is via, you will laugh, via a lantern lamp. I remove the top of the lantern lamp. The head, yes. After putting the heat here, on top of this, I put a metallic substance. Why? Because of course, when heat is heating the entire area, then the heat will pass through the metallic substance over the entire surface area of this incubation chamber. Inside this chamber on top, not here at the base, I put a container, stainless steel with water, because steel is also good. Yeah, it will help in moving out the moist air inside the incubator. Here, apart from this, then I just devised a way that I will take like a chimney out here so that it will remove the CO that is wanted, carbon monoxide. I'm talking about the first incubator, the manual incubator that I started devising. Inside this chamber, what did I do? Then I decided to put a thermometer at, let's say, 1, 2, 3 stages. Why? Because I need to observe the temperature that is being flowing inside. Yes. Apart from that, I have just simple hygrometer also, yes, that I used to measure the, what we call humidity. I put it also inside here so that I can see this is 60 degrees, yes, at the onset. This is that. I also punched some holes by the sides. What are the holes? At the base, I put hole. At this side, let's say on top, I put hole so that there will be proper circulation of air. You know, air can circulate this way. So I did all of this. Now, looking at this, I have controlled temperature. I have controlled humidity, and as well, I have a control of the air that is going to be circulated. That is the main thing. So yes, I can do that. After doing that, I went to the market then. I don't even have much experience. I just read a few. Yeah, I said, let me go eggs. I bought some quail eggs then. I think I was talking about 2013 or so. After buying the quail eggs, like 200 pieces, let me try it in the incubation chamber. Okay, after putting the eggs, each egg has its own time of hatching, the incubation. By the way, then I don't even study the egg very well because I know that even if you are going to do hatching, you have to study eggs. Why? Because it is not all eggs that are hatchable. If you go to grocery stores and buy egg, no, it will never hatch. Why? Because the male and the female bird has to come together, mate, and then give you hatchable, a fertile egg, we call it. I don't look at much of the. I don't have much in-depth knowledge about the egg. I only know that if you find an egg, this pointed egg, this is chalaza, this is albumin, this is yolk, this is aspartate, the basics. I don't have much in-depth. I know how to do basic candling. When you have the egg, you put the light, you know the basics. So I just decided to put it. Sorry. After putting the first 3 days, when you put your eggs inside an incubator, you don't touch anything. You don't touch. You only control the temperature, the water, meaning you control the heat, the water. Of course, when the heat is too much, then you will just adjust the lantern. That is why it is not that super efficient, but it is good at least. After doing that, I said, okay, I will come after first 3 days. Remember, when you put the eggs, day 1, day 2, day 3, don't touch anything. The eggs is like, what do I call it? Like a pregnant woman. She needs to be exercising time to time for the baby to be healthy, whatever. So after first 3 days, don't touch it. You allow it to settle down. From the first 3 days all the way to the final days, let's say 3 days before hatching, then you can turn. What is turning? You just come to the layer of the egg. This is manual I'm talking about. You just do like this. You just touch a bit of the layer of the egg. That's all. You have turned the egg. Well, the first 3 days I put it, I did not touch, but I'm controlling the amount of heat and the water. That's all. I can see the temperature with the simple equipment that I have. Mercury in glass thermometer and this, humidity hygrometer. Oh, if it's too high, then I will control it. I will just go. Believe you me, after some days, let's say after quail used to hatch around 17 days. And you see, before 3 eggs for hatching, you should allow it also, don't touch it. Why? Because it is the time that it is going to come out, so you don't need to, distort the position of the embryo. Wow, this is the thing. So what I did was, before the last 3 days, then I didn't do. And while they are coming out, the last 3 days, please remember, you have to improve the humidity or increase the humidity. How do you increase the humidity? Now that you are putting water at room temperature inside this chamber, now you have to put warm water when some percentage of the chicks have started to hatch. Yes. So I did as such, but I am lucky. Out of 200 eggs, I was able to get 11 chicks hatched. I jubilated. Why I jubilated? Because I know I have started something good. The people that we are living together then, my senior brothers and so everybody, they were laughing at me. They said, you are wasting your time. I said, yes, I like to waste my time because I know this will evolve into something good. Whenever you want to do something, you have to be challenged sometimes by your immediate people inside your house. Oh, now I have hatched. What is the next thing after hatching? We call it brooding. Okay. Brooding is also trying to give them warmth. That time when they are hatched, they need a temperature that is around 37 degrees. Why? Because they will be feeling as if they are in the womb. They are feeling as if they are inside the egg. Yes. So you have to give them like temperature of 37. I took them out. I provided a ventilation in the room with windows. I covered so that there will be no dust. I put them under sawdust. Sawdust, when carpenters finished all their work. But the sawdust, you don't need to have fine. If you have fine, they will catch cold. They will go with kata. Yes, we don't need that cold. So whenever they hatch newly, you put maybe, let's say, carton. Yeah, you put it at the base of anywhere, maybe in a room. When you put at a base, then you put this sawdust. Simple. But not the smaller ones, remember. Why? Because if you put smaller ones, they will be roaming about and they will catch cold. So you have to provide light depending on the quantity of. When you provide, heat. When you provide the heat, then you have to provide thermometer also to them so that you can control the temperature. Yes, it's okay. Then you put them. How do you observe if you see them becoming overcrowded near the heat source, then it means the heat is not enough. You have to add more heat in that area, in that room, in that place that you keep them. That is the brooding. So you add more heat. If you see them becoming dispersed, moving away from the heat, then it is too much. Then you replace it. This is just. I started like that. But believe you me, this 11 I started doing, 2 died at the time. Yes, Alhamdulillah. But I was able to raise like 9, they grew. This became what we call the parent stock, the ones that will continue laying eggs for me so that I will continue the hatching process and the brooding stock. After a quiet while, believe you me, I became like a farmer, passionate farmer with more than 100 and something quails, more than, I don't know even, because I hatched like more than 500, 600. I used to hatch and sell anyway. I became an entrepreneur, a farmer, and as well I earn profit with that. There are so many stages, but this time isn't enough for me to vomit all of this. Meanwhile, after doing that, the first thing that quails need, or chicks, whatever you hatch, you know, this incubator is not only for hatching chicken, no. You can hatch chicken, you can hatch quails, you can hatch ostrich, everything, every egg product you can hatch it. So the first thing after getting it out from the, from the eggs is you take it out, you give it warmth, and you can give them glucose so that they will get energy, they will be energized to work. They don't need even much more than glucose because the first day you don't give them food, no. At least they need the glucose, they need the warmth, something like that. I don't want to go too much. We have so many things that you can give them, but you can also, as well as time goes by, give them some vaccines. You will laugh at me. I became even a veterinary doctor after some time, alhamdulillah. But I am happy I ended after that. After doing that, I found out that, yes, I can do this. I started moving from there. Then I went ahead. You remember, series with the basic hand tools that I started, local tools that are not that expensive. Then I moved on to automatic system with precise controls. Like these woods, I used to go to the market, buy the wood, do all these trays, but this time around, I used to insert, what do you call them? Temperature controller and everything. Automatic. I used to set it outside. After setting, I put a sensor near the heat source. Whenever the sensor senses the temperature above 37, then it will cut itself. I started putting like refrigerator fans. I think they are here. If you can see something there, this is the controller here. Please, if you can see it, I'm touching. These are some of the equipment that while I'm doing the job. Yes. So that is just that. This is the fan. The fan from, it is AC fan. It consumes electricity from AC source. I started that anyway. Automatic system, automated with precise controls. Then I said, okay, I am now a farmer, so I want to be an entrepreneur. How? I started advertising on Facebook. Do you know that the first person that came to me to buy, he followed me to the farm, to my house. He saw me on Facebook. After that, I said, Abubakar, what do you need then? I myself, because I that time know how to do hypertext markup language, cascaded style. I did, what do you call it? Website. I developed my own website by myself. I hosted it, everything I did by myself. I became fully a farmer and entrepreneur. Alhamdulillah, that's it. I started selling incubators. I named my farm. I went and registered with the, what do you call this? Corporate Affairs in Nigeria. I named it Mabud Farm. Mabud is acronym of my humble self. M, Maiwada. ABU at the center, Abubakar and D and Juma. Mabud Farm. Anyway, you can see it now, but I don't have the hosting. It is not down. Maybe if you click Mabud, you can see it on Google. It's a farm owned by Abubakar, something like that. But now I don't have the website because I am no longer hosting it anymore. So that is the evolution. Started with manual, moved to automatic. Then I said, okay, since the power is also something of great concern, I don't know what to do. Sometimes you don't have light, you don't need generators. I said, Abu Bakr, what is the next? Then you have to go with the knowledge of your solar, go and develop solar powered incubators. Yes. So I went ahead and started developing solar powered incubators, at least for off-grid communities, even for we that are grid connected, but you know, because of the what I call it instability or unstable power that we have from the power companies anyway. So that is just the evolution. This was me, entrepreneurship and journey. It went to a time that I also learned how to manufacture the foods. So many things. Let me take you this. I will take you through. Oh, I have already explained what is an incubator, by the way, but look at it. Similar to this. And this is temperature controller. If you like, you can view windows here. This is like the eggs. This is the tray. Simple. This is the mesh. This is it. Yes. Plus, if you can see this, I don't need to explain this because I have already explained the basics before now. But this is just what you need to do. It shows, yes. Some people used to do with these light bulbs. Why? Because the light bulbs, these light bulbs can provide light and heat as well. Yes, the incandescent bulbs, not like our own energy saving bulbs here. So they use the light bulb so that they will provide the warmth. But meanwhile, as well, they used to put, what do you call it? They used to monitor it. Thermostat, sorry? Sorry. So they used to put thermostat. The thermostat is responsible for controlling the temperature. When it reaches this, it will cut off. So this is the incubation. This is the incubator, sorry, where it all began. Very simple, very locally built answer. Yes. So let's go here. This is a bird incubator also. It is nothing more than this. If you like, you can put this at Histos now. But the fun here is helping you to circulate the evenly. This is, by the way, the ventilation holes. This is the second ventilation. Moving here, circulating around. These are the trays where a mesh can do it. Of course, yes, because it can retain heat. This is the sensor I'm telling you. Yes, and this is the thermostat. Simple controls. If you don't want to put this as heating source, you can, of course, put this as what do you call this? You can put the gas. Yes, so that this will regulate the gas. The thermostat will come near the gas. When we don't need it, then you can cut it off. So I earlier mentioned, these are the first early that I started. You can see, this is a carton. I put the eggs after that, and I was able to get about 55, 60% efficiency with this. Alhamdulillah. I moved to this up to the time that I moved to this evolved solar powered incubator. This is the motherboard farm, www. All of this. This is my story of innovation and entrepreneurship. If you look at this, these are some of the chicks that I had that are inside the incubator. This is just, these are the quails farm. These are the eggs of the quail that I used to gather every day. I don't get less than 70 or something eggs. This is part of brooding. Yes, all of them manually by me. You can see. This is it. This is the journey. Oh, these are quails inside the incubator. Look at them. So this is how the incubation chamber appears. If you can look at this yellow thing, this yellow one is just thermometer. Sometimes open up control temperature. So these ones, they have started hatching. So at this level, what you need is you improve the humidity. Why? Because it will soften the shell. It will help the others that are trying to push up from the beak through the airspace to come out. This is just it. Okay, this is it. Oh, sorry, what do I need to do? Yeah, this is the journey. Here, of course, this is where ostriches. These are ostriches. These are the big ostriches. This is how to make food. And apart from the food, I was able to make maggot. Look at the chicks here. They are moving towards here so that they can eat from what I'm making. Maggots. Maggot is a proteinous anyway. It's like a worm that is made from different food materials that you can feed to the chicken. They will be big. Why? Because, of course, everybody knows that protein is bodybuilding food. So this is the trick. You can become everything if you want, from engineering to agriculture, mashallah. This is so many. This is also complete. I think this one can contain 900. And this is, well, I don't need to. These are just some images of the world. If you look at this, these are all innovations anyway. I made solar powered, but this is not the main thing. Here, if you look at this, this is the greenhouse. By the right arm here, this is something like a greenhouse I made. Incubators are inside, alongside something we call hydroponic system. This is a fan. This is a sensor here. Once the temperature here is this here, where the temperature reaches some temperature. Well, this is different. Anyway, innovations. As I told you earlier, you have to learn eggs. Eggs in the grocery store, I will also talk again, they are not fertile. So they are not good for, in fact, if you put them inside incubator, they will never hatch. Because I told you the male and the female chick has to come together for them to give you a fertile egg. So this is how it is being developed. Look at it here. This is the yolk. This is the chalaza. This is the albumin. This is it. This is it. Oh, okay. across certain intervals, you have to do candling. Let's say you put the eggs in 7 days, you do the candling. What is candling? You put a light source like here. Look at the light source here at the bottom of the egg here. Yes, here, where the airspace is here. You put it so that you can shine. 7 days you can do it, 14 days you can repeat. When you shine, if you see something like this, it means this is not a good fertile egg. So you just remove it and throw it away. You will never do anything. When you see like blood vessels here, yes, this is good egg. At day 7, you will be able to say, yeah, okay, this is the early stage of the developing embryo inside the incubator. Anyway, this is also one chapter. Yes. Are we done? Yes. Okay. Apart from all of this, then what do we need? If you want to become a good farmer, you have to maintain good poultry farm management practice. How do you do that? Is through number 1. Let's say this is your poultry farm. You have to make sure that you have good biosecurity. If you have a good farm, don't say you have to invite everybody to your farm. No, never agree. When somebody is coming, you give him his clothes because he might get, so he may infect you or whatever is inside. Let's say you're young chicks, you'll say you're chick, everything that is inside the farm. So don't allow it. Whenever somebody is coming, so you tell him, okay, put your legs here like this, suck inside something that you control. Let's say, for example, somebody is coming through here. Let him dip his head in that solution so that this one will disinfect, will kill all bacteria, all germs before entering your poultry. Else, you can infect your, what do you call, chicken house. You have to ensure proper ventilation. You have to do this. Some used to put even horizontal fats. You know, horizontal fats, not the ones that are doing vertical legs. You have to give them balanced diet. Balanced diet, I mean good nutrition. Remember, for example, if you want to give them balanced diet, you have to compare all the 5 or 6 classes of food. The first class, which is the carbohydrate, you have to give them. Why carbohydrate? Because they are the energy-giving foods. Like, let's say, millet, like maize. Why we put maize and millet sometimes is number 1. If it is cold weather, you make the feeding with the millet. Why? Because millet will give them warmth. You know, cold weather, we need warmth inside so that they will be kept warm. If it is in the hot water, you can make with me so many things there. Sorry, I don't have time to do all of this, but energy given foods, that is the carbohydrate class. As well, you have to balance with proteins. Some used to put like meat, bone meal, whatever, proteins, bodybuilding foods. You have to give them minerals. Of course, you have to add minerals because they prevent them from being attacked by diseases. You have to give them what do we call this? Fats. Of course, fat should be oil, should be sprinkled because fats and fatty acids and glucose or fatty foods, they help us give them warmth inside the body. You have to add water. You have to add several things. Proper nutrition, balanced food. So many things, but this is not. So apart from, there is no much time, sorry to do this. You have to control the proper parasite control. So sometimes you have to do regular vaccinations. Let's say if you have this, you used to hear people saying gumboro, but there are so many things to hear. But this is just a basic part of telling you. You have to get good staffing, of course. Why? Because if you want to be a good manager, you have to have 7 attributes: good planning, good organization, good directing, proper staffing, neat coordination, good integration, and as well excellent innovation. You have to be that way. But believe you me, you have to incorporate renewable and sustainability. Yes. Why I'm telling you this is because, for example, now, if you are good enough to be a good farm manager, what you will do is, number 1, if you are good, you can do, let's say, a biogas chamber like this, waste to energy, waste to wealth, or waste to energy. Let's say the chicken poop or whatever poop, you take it. When you take it, you feed it inside your biogas digester. The biogas digester should be anaerobic. And the biogas digester, you have to make it, let's say, at mesophilic temperature. After doing that for a certain period, you will get gases, methane gas. This methane gas, for example, if you have like, say, let's say a gas generator, you can feed it. Or if you have something, you can do anything with it. When this is gone, you take the waste. It is now liquid fertilizer. You apply to the farm. And after applying the liquid fertilizer, of course, this will grow. After growing, then you can feed with it. So many things. Sorry to say this is, but we don't have much time. You have to also take care of the environment control. That is the cycle. The manure, the compost, you have to ensure that you keep them safe. Otherwise, rodents, whatever, will come and destroy your farm. In essence, the best thing is you have to ensure biosecurity, housing, good nutrition, record keeping, and so many of them, and the likes of them here. So that is good poultry farm management practice. These are some certifications I made. Look at here. Yeah, this is some bio. I made this biogas digester. And look at the gas from this chicken poop. It is here. This is the like maggot technology. Anyway, these are some of the certifications that I have. In summary, you are the solution. Yes. The world don't need more problems. No, they need more people that are willing to give or to build answers. Build with what you have locally. Please start with the local materials. Build, the incubator with the local materials if you can. Start gradually. Don't say, I have to feed it. Start. It is a learning process. It will take time for you to be able to understand it. And then from here, you are the solution, remember. Then you will feed the community and earn a living as well. You will get your money and feed the community as well. You are serving multiple purposes, as I highlighted earlier, if you remember, in some slides that I mentioned previously. And then you solve the real problems. Of course, that will become your business. The world needs people, engineers especially, who are also good dreamers, good builders, and community leaders. They don't need people that will just say, no, I will get this. No, you have to help, impart to society, and as well, you are imparting to yourself. So please bear with me. I think this is the end of the slide because we don't have much time to do this. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Engineer Abubakar Maiwada, for this insightful presentation. It's really timely because some of us are thinking if we can have something doing, we want to hands up from this kind of work we are doing here so that we can be self-employed. So it's a good thing. We hope maybe you can give us another talk on fish farming, poultry farming, which one again that people can easily do. So before I give floor for question and answer section, maybe I would like to ask my own question first.
Okay, please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, you did very well actually by thinking outside the box. You started from first principle and you're able to come up with these incubators and so many business models. But my question is, what happened along the line that you couldn't scale up? Because we are wondering, we are not supposed to see you here. You're supposed to be in Nigeria. So that we can learn from your lesson, what went wrong that you think you abandon everything you have and you come and pick a job in Saudi Arabia. I know everything is Qadar, but we want to learn from this again. Then another question I have is concerning this now, like me now, let's say assuming I have money, if I buy this, what do I call it? Prefabricated one sold in the market, this incubator. What motivated you to start from this, start from the local things? Or is it lack of capital? So you can explain to us. This is my question. Thank you very much. Then after this, if you can answer this, then now we can go for question and answer section. Then we give close to 15 minutes to see. Yeah,
thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
The motivation is just that, first of all, I believe whatever is worth starting, don't jump or don't test the depth of river with two legs. Then I also, of course, don't have enough capital to do with that. But I don't, even if I have the capital, I will never start that. So that is the entrepreneurial thinking. That is the entrepreneurial mindset. Never start thing at first big. No, you have to start from small so that you can scale it up. Because while starting this, you are growing and you are getting experience, you are getting exposure, you are getting skills, you are learning from the mistakes. So that is it, number one. Number two, exactly, sir. I have this farm, but you know, I put some people to manage the farm after some times, but fortunately or unfortunately, it wasn't managed well. So that is just that. So they crippled the business anyway. Oh. Very unfortunate. Very management. Exactly, sir.
Okay, thank you. I think I can see Engineer Keshi.
Yes, sir.
You have the floor, sir. Engineer Keshi.
Yeah, good evening, and thank you so much, presenter, for this very enlightening topic, because agriculture is something that years to come, it has been, and just the only way we need to do is perfect it to suit the current situations. So now I have, I won't say it's a question per se, but I think maybe okay, yeah, it's a question. So how did you deal with, you started this whole operation. I believe the end would be selling to the, that they're having a market. So how did you source? Was it easy to come by the market for your produce, or you did it and whilst you're doing it, you had to source for marketing and all of that? That's the first question. So you could attend. Just give us throw some light on that.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. While doing that, of course, somebody has to think. Then, if I got this farm produce, where can I sell it? The marketing process. As I told you earlier, I went to the market to find the people that are interested in buying my stuff before even starting starting the incubation process. I was able to move through, navigate, found out that, oh, you have markets in so place, you have market in this place as well. I have customers that are even waiting for my produce. Then I remembered. Yes. So I have people, I connected with people. I also joined, I am a member of Poultry Association of Nigeria. This membership, of course, I deliver talks like this in that fora. So several people also connected with me. If I have anything, we will connect with each other. Apart from that, people are misusing these social media platforms, but I advertise. Remember, I told you, after advertising, the first, I will never forget, incubator that was procured from me was through Facebook. So you have to, yes. And I also used to be invited. Sometimes I sponsored myself one time to Freedom Radio, sometimes to make this advertisement. So many people reached out to me also after. So they also invited me sometimes for the Radio, Freedom Radio, in some entrepreneurship platforms to come and do this. We talked, we mingled. So these are all the sources of fun. Okay. Sometimes I was invited to some states, neighboring states, because this time that as I told you this, sorry, I didn't tell you, this was done in Kano State, Nigeria. So I used to go to Katsina State. I used to even send my products then to Katsina, to other neighboring states. So that is just so exactly.
Thank you. Thank you so much. My second question, you just answered it while you were talking. You said you joined a poultry association. So basically, networking is also one very key factor. Leveraging on our own engineering society network, I believe we can actually still do something like that to push or incentivize engineers owning or going into agriculture, I believe.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you so much.
We have Yusuf Shaban on the line, this US man. You have the floor, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Engineer Mioda, for this wonderful presentation. Again, this one is also, I just want to hear your own view because of your experience. One of the experiences I have is when you go into agriculture, sometimes when you want to sell your produce, those middlemen, they make more profit than you. They come and they price it the way they want. And when you go use and see how much they are selling it, you will be surprised. So they try to, they try to exploit, let me say. And I know you have to create your own market, as you said, networking and other things. If you have some other ideas to share with us also, we'll appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Okay, sir. I sometimes, not sometimes, always, I used to also visit markets to ask about prices, to know what is been there in the market. So when I ask about the prices, every time my people come, for example, let's say I used to do sometimes wholesale because I remembered I have eggs. In my house, even I used to raise layers, point of lay chicken, they used to lay egg. So these people that used to come and buy in bulk, I will tell them, of course, they know, I know the price, but I will reduce something for them. They knew that I have so many contacts. So they knew if they didn't patronize me, if they go to the other contacts, they may not probably sell at better price than me. One thing that I also do was then, I have the eggs, I have everything, but all of the neighboring people that are willing to buy from me, I will reduce them 5 naira, let's say, because I remember I sold eggs 30 naira, it was sold 35 naira. Till that, people are owing me anyway. I just leave them, I forgive them. So that is this. It is a good strategy. You are right. Some middlemen used to find excuses, find corners, especially if you are pressed. then they will ensure that. But if people come to me and say, yeah, I need this, I will never show them. Never show any impression that you are even willing to sell to them, because if they notice you are pressed, you want to sell them, then they will do whatever they want. But tell them, if you don't market, don't worry, I have network, I have market. And most to all, just try online sources, because you can, as I told you, I used to sell to other neighboring states, this Turkey, everything. Then, so thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We have Engineer Dr. Maruf on the line. Please, you have the floor, Prof.
Yeah, thank you very much, Engineer Miwada, for very good exposition to incubator production. I just want to sensitize us on that there are so many layers of business engagement in poultry farming. And one of them is the food productions. Many people have invested a lot in food production by getting appropriate machines and raw materials, where they are making a lot of money through that. And another point is some people are into just egg production. They buy day old from the incubators farmers, and they rear it up to 15 weeks, and they sell it at 15 weeks, and they are making their money. But more often than not, engagement in poultry, by my own personal experience, you have to run at loss. For your first engagement in poultry, because of mortality. And the more because from the beginning, you may not know you have to do certain vaccinations, do a lot of things, and you cannot gain your money back. Probably because maybe you are going to get your money maybe after like third year or fourth year if you have good management. But if we go for the mindset of I'm going to make money, I can say it that you may not be able to make money as you envisage. But in the long run, if you are very patient and you put very good management in place and enough ambient environment with enough land areas, you have like 2 acres or 1 acre of land well fenced, then you can diversify. So as people from in diaspora, going to incubation may not be the right business package for us. But maybe thinking about going to food productions or getting raw materials when they are available and sell it after some times to produce food. That's just what I want to add. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Sir, sorry, Dr. Ablai, before we go into that also, sir, one thing that I have to say is whatever you are doing, don't go into that without knowing the business behind it, or without knowing the basics behind it. Before you go, you have to learn the business, you have to learn the fundamentals. I quite don't agree with you, sir, if you go, for example, starting with point of lay. Yes, I used to advise people. Thank you very much for ever raising this. I remember so many people from Niger Republic, from everywhere, used to come to my farm and tell me, Abubakar, what do you think you can advise? I will tell them, if you want to go for, let's say, egg, no, don't start with the point. Start with young chicks. No way, sir, because you don't know where they were, whether they have been vaccinated, whether this, and you may probably you don't ask. But the best thing is you can start with POL. We call them point of lay. You will go to some farms. I remember back then in Nigeria, I took some people to other farms. The time that I didn't have, go to farms and buy point of lay chicks. They have already grown up, let's say 14, 15 weeks. They are point of lay. They have started laying, some of them didn't start laying. You buy them. You don't need much of this vaccine, much of the whatever caring process. You just put them inside whatever you want to put. Wallahi, believe you me, you will just feed them and give them some little medications. They will do that. But if you are a novice, a beginner, or a greenhorn, never start with the ones that you want to raise. You want to, let's say week 1, week 2, no, day old or something like that. Go with point of lay. So this is from my little experience. Thank you very much for the addition.
Thank you very much. I think we take 1 or 2 questions. There is one engineer, Dr. Abdullah Kilako is on the line. Please, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you very much, Prof. And thank you very much, Engineer Maiwada. What a very insightful presentation. I just want to ask, how do you think our local fabricated incubator will compete against the foreign ones, especially in terms of the efficiency?
To be honest, sir, the foreign ones, number one, whatever you want to buy, you have to look at the levelized cost of energy. Let's say for this ones, you have to look at the net present value. You have to look at, for example, as in how much time that you will be able to get back what you the money that you incurred into that. I am pretty sure that I know so many of the people that are making the local incubators, they have a certain efficiency of about, let's say, 80, 85%. But in contrast to foreign ones, of course, some of the foreign ones like the China, because we don't have good package, let's say the packaging is not compared to the other ones and others. Of course, they have more efficiency than we do have. But what you will see is the cost of shipping, the cost of maintenance, so many things is quite different from the one that you know inside, let's say, in your local, from your local people. And one advantage of buying the local ones is that you know the person that you buy with. Whenever you want to go for maintenance, you know where to go. Whenever you have something, you can call him to do all of this. At least he will help. But the foreign ones, of course, they are more efficient because they have more packaging. Maybe they have government support there. They have so many support. But here, no, nobody will support you. You will always struggle to find your way and do that. But even upon that, I used to get more than 85% efficiency. And I'm certain there, of course, if you buy their own, you can get more than, let's say, 95% efficiency or something like that. Well, more than 90% efficiency. Well, the margin is not that much anyway, sir. But of course, their own is more efficient than our own due to some many reasons like this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I would like to call maybe the last engineer, Prof. Masoud. He also going to double as he's going to give the vote of thanks. Because of time, maybe we went around everything around 10. Maybe it's getting late. So engineer, Prof. Masoud Abdullah, you can ask your question as well as give a vote of thanks.
Yes, I think the question is more like vote of thanks, but anyway, thank you very much, Engineer Maiwada, for this insightful presentation. I think this topic is timely. We couldn't have had any luck in the person of you, and I think you have done justice to the topic. So thank you very much. But before we leave, I just have 1, 2, or 3 questions. First of all, what are the key challenges actually did you face when designing this incubator? And how did you solve those problems? Also, I think another question is related to what Idina Abdullah asked you about the efficiency of the incubator. For example, what is the hatching success rate of your incubator compared to commercial incubators? Also, for example, you are selling this incubator, for example, is it affordable for smallholder farmers? What is the estimated cost of this incubator? So these are just my questions. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. All right, so number one is, first, while trying to make the incubators, the main challenge was I don't know how to use the hand tools. So while buying, trying to cut this wood to put into this, of course, it is not that easy for me. The second one is the heat source is the main thing. Controlling heat manually. I'm talking about the manual incubator, how to control the heat, because we don't have, let's say, that time we don't have anything to control the heat source. So that is also a challenge to me. And final thing, of course, the main challenge everybody faces in Nigeria is packaging, proper packaging, because we don't have the machines. We use the local hand tools, so the packaging is not that good. So you will find it not that compared to, of course, the people that are producing from abroad. But okay, second question is about the efficiency, right? Well, I remember I used to get more than 82%, but not with the manual, with the solar power and with the electric, with the automatic incubators. So this is at least a good success rate. Why I'm telling you this is because, in fact, even, you know, sometimes this is seasonal. When the rainy season comes, you have a lot of guinea fowl eggs. We can reach out to people in the market. You can buy like maybe thousands of eggs and put that in your incubators. So when you stock it inside your incubator, you can have as much as you can coming out. So this time you can have more than 82% even success rate. Then I remember 2017, 2018, this is very affordable because 250 incubators automatic, we used to sell it at 50,000 naira, which is very cheap. But now I cannot say the price. But still now I have some contacts. I know if you have this, let's say 200 incubators, it will not be more than 250,000 or so. I think so. Yes, that is it, sir. The average cost of procurement. So that is my thinking.
Yeah, thank you very much, Engineer Abubakar. On behalf actually of the Nigerian Society of Engineers Eastern Province Branch, I would like to use this opportunity to thank you for this insightful presentation on incubator technology and modern poultry farming techniques. Your expertise and example and willingness to share your journey. Actually, you've been very supportive to the branch, right to the inception up till now. And you are always willing to share your knowledge to all of us. We all know your contributions. So we want to thank you again and for your time and for your effort. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Welcome, sir.
So thank you, everyone. This is where we come to the end of this workshop. Thank you, everyone, for finding time to attend. Thank you all.
Thank you, Professor Moazo.
Oga, now so you go because you don't get what you don't get. How do you call it? We not go call them petrodollars. Or this one a US dollar.
Engineer Shaban, good to see you again. How are you?
Hi, sir.
I want to greet three people here. Abdullahi Masoud, my student, professor now. Shaban.
Good day, sir. Good day to see you, sir. I'm really happy to see you, sir.
Well done, sir. I recognize the voice, Professor Nafi.
Yes. Anafi. The Kuma, my Wada presenter, my boy. Alhamdulillah. I'm so happy. Just by chance, I just got the link. And I said, who are these people making presentation? Let me join them. And honestly, I've learned a lot tonight, and I'm very happy. It's nice seeing you guys doing great. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. You see, you are my mentor, sir, because you are the one who introduced me to NSC. I was your financial secretary at NSC's earlier branch.
Yes,
I can never forget you. I can never forget that.
Yes, I'm so happy. I'm so happy seeing you. I'm so happy seeing you, Masood. I'm so happy, honestly. I always use you as a very good example.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Saban, it's nice seeing you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, my wada has left. Oh, I'm sure he will be glad to talk with me. Thank you very much. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, it's good to see you, sir. I hope I will come to NSC's area branch again to meet you, really. Because that's my pioneer branch. I really like that branch, and I will be willing to come one day and see you guys, really.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mungode. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Dr. Shaban, how is Mr. Trump?
That one a madman now.